Watching East Midlands today here on the BBC. And two former drug addicts are running a new rehab programme for the local health service in Leicester. John Roberts and Richard Earl are using their own experience to help people tackle drink or drug abuse.
Richard turned his life around after 13 years in jail, and a new film about John's story is being shown next month. Our social affairs correspondent, Jeremy Ball, has been given exclusive access to see how the programme works.
I'm a recovering alcoholic and I've been sober now 10 weeks.
You know, when we just think of a whole life without alcohol, it's overbearing.
Rebuilding lives that have been shattered. Everyone here's faced a battle against drink or drug addiction. They do it by supporting and encouraging each other.
I've been clean for the last week.
You know, I struggled, that's why I drank and took drugs to cope.
You're an inspiration to me.
I'm going for longer and longer periods without a drink, but I have to say, it is still in my life.
John and Richard have been given a grant from the Leicester Recovery Partnership. Their project's called Dear Albert.
Albert was me a very long time ago. I've had many emotions looking back at Albert. I felt pity for him, I felt sorry for him. I've been very angry with Albert. One of the things I was asked to do in rehab was write a letter to the addict within. I'd written, Dear Albert. And that, for me, was a significant point in my recovery, because I started seeing things from a different perspective, and I started seeing the falseness of drug addiction.
What's it doing to us? We don't know. We're going to find out.
And now John's struggle against addiction's been made into a film called Dear Albert that's being premiered in Leicester next month. The film's going to be used as part of the rehab programme.
I was very close to the gutter. I've seen professionals and we just think you don't know what it's like. But when I'm speaking to someone that has been there, they do know what it's like.
Nothing can parallel the help that one addict can give to another, one recovering addict can give to another. That's why it works.
I actually hate Albert.
Over the last few years, my life had deteriorated, even though I had a good job and good support from my family. They've been where I've been, and so you listen to them, because, you know, they're a living example.
That's my first ever picture.
And Richard's passionate about it. He served a jail sentence for funding a drug addiction by committing burglaries and a robbery. But now the police commissioner's paying him to go into prison as a mentor.
I believe I've changed a lot over the years, from coming into crime, from being a drug addict. You know, that isn't the case today. I feel I can change a lot of lives by speaking the truth. I can empathise. Just a tiny amount of hope can change someone's life, which it changed mine.
It's brilliant. I'm nearly 5 months sober.
I no longer feel ill, I no longer feel frightened.
And back at Dear Albert, these sessions are reuniting families. They're helping recovering addicts get jobs, and they're giving people a future. Jeremy Ball, BBC's Midlands Today, Leicester.